Welcome to the weekly Sunday update. Unfortunately, James is absent today. Maybe he'll join a little bit later. So let's get going. Let's look at the first pair we normally look at, which is the Dixie. So um, if you look at the Dixie on the weekly chart, you can see that we broke in these bottoms here. And we try to kind of retest it, which is the rebounds of it here, and now we've been rejected of it. So what I would expect to see is for us to come back into this box, and this box is basically a trend line that goes. If I make this bigger, it's a trend line that goes from here through there, through here, and at some point is going to touch here, right? So somewhere here will be an area of interest for the dollar. It may well be that we get a triple bottom where you get here, here, and here. So I think level one will be here, key level here, and I think after that we might get a small bounce, and then you continue to go to this level here. So the dollar has got a bit more downside on it to come. So let's move on to the next pair. The Nasdaq. So Nasdaq on the weekly chart. Let's look at Nasdaq on the weekly chart. So weekly chart, what we can see here is we are above, MACD is above zero, positive territory. The RSI is looking good. Um, Volume is tailing off. So volume has been tailing off here. So we have volume lower. The buy volumes you can see here, lower, lower, lower. So, and we've got kind of a volume which is bigger than this. So I think next week we'll have a bit of a pullback on this. I think a pullback is in. I think you end up probably pulling back to this zone here, this box, and closing this gap. So this gap closes, and then you can continue to go to the upside. So I'd expect us to close this gap when the Nasdaq opens, maybe tonight into Monday, early Monday morning. It probably may happen. If you go and do it on the 4 hours, what you can see is we've got a stop right there. And so I'd expect this to continue to come down to the zone, maybe first to here, 2224. And we may end up zipping all the way down to this point here, 19.6. But I mean, I think this zone, this area is likely to be tested. This area is likely to be tested. So that's what I'm seeing on the Nasdaq. And let's move on to the Spider, the XPX. So the XPX on the weekly chart, what you can see here is weekly chart. Let's go into the weekly chart. Let's look at it even on the monthly first. So monthly chart, still looking positive. I mean, we have a bit of a sell-off into this month. I don't think the whole month will be zero. I think we'll still close green by the end of the month. But if we go on the weekly chart, you can see we've got like a divergence here between here and here. So and this is the first kind of level that we've gone to. So there's more upside on this, but the XPX actually is corrected quite a bit, actually. It did correct more than the Nasdaq. So it's come all the way down here. I think it will continue to go down into this box and close this gap somewhere here. So maybe these tops here, somewhere there. Around 5686, somewhere there. I think it probably price will probably end up somewhere there. Now, if we go below this point, then you can expect us to go a little bit more lower. Let's get rid of these ones. We don't need them. So if we go below here, then I would expect us to come down all the way back down to here or even to here. So to a double bottom, or we might come into this space here, this liquidity zone which is sitting here. So Nasdaq has also got some pullback on it. If you go to 4 hours and have a look at 4 hour chart, again, it's very similar to the Nasdaq. You can see that the S&P has got a stop as well on it, and even if you go a step lower, you can see that it's basically a tipping down. And so I'd expect this to continue to come down into next week. So that's the uh, S SPX for you. Um, the XPX has had quite a good correction, so you know, it's also possible, I'll just throw it in there, that you could go a little bit up first before you kind of pull back in. So gold, uh, gold is looking good on the weekly chart. I mean, the volume is strong, so how these lines at the tops, clearly we closed above it. So, and the volume is quite strong. It's kind of similar volume to this candle's volume. It's interesting that we didn't even, test the wick. Much of the wick even was not even tested. It was just kind of continue going up. So that's quite strong. Um, so I think what I would expect to see is gold will continue to go up. Now, if we go and potentially go up and do a double top. So this will be the area of interest for me. This box will be the area of interest on gold to the upside. If we go on 4 hours, you can see that on 4 hours we are we closed outside the KC channel. This one we got back into it. Now we closed on the KC channel, and this one seemed to have closed inside the KC channel. So a little bit of weakness, but the volume is very, very, very strong. Strong, strong, strong volume. So I would expect us to continue the journey to the upside. I think we will continue to go up on this one. I think we'll continue to go up. There may be a small pullback, maybe back to these tops here, small pullback back to these tops, but I think there's more upside. There's plenty of it. Even on the 12 hours, it's quite strong. So we'll continue to go up on gold coming in the coming week, certainly. Let's move on to the VIX. The VIX, so volatility is back. So you can see that on this, let's go to the weekly chart first, the weekly. So the weekly chart, I think last week I was anticipating that we may close this gap, and that's what's happened. So I think once the gap has been closed, I think potentially we continue to come down. We continue to come down. So this area of interest, I need to move it. I think we could potentially come down to these levels here. Uh, yeah, continue to come down to these levels here. Let me get rid of this one. And even if you go on 4 hours, you can see that I think on 4 hours, we've done kind of a level there, a level there, a level there, and we've done another level to the upside and been rejected of the 200 SMA. So I think we potentially we come back down into this box. So volatility might slow down into next week. If we look at on 12 hours, yeah, we've been rejected off this, and I think there's more downside on it to come back down. It's sitting on a strong support, however. This is a strong support here. So we've got a double bottom actually on it. So there is a double bottom. Let's look at it on a daily and see what it looks like. Yeah, there is a double bottom on it. So long as we don't break this, if we break this, then you can expect this to come actually even lower, lower to here. Um, I think we could end up going up a little bit on the volatility index, I think, based on this daily chart. Um, because, this is a green candle. Okay, there's a bit of a rejection at the top, but we have a double bottom. That's over here, a double bottom here. So we'll have to watch that for next week into Monday. I think we'll probably get a bit more volatility in the market before it coils itself back down. So let's watch this one. Let's move on to Bitcoin dominance. So Bitcoin dominance certainly is um, is definitely topping out for me, but it's proving a bit difficult to kind of collapse. So if we look at it from the perspective, if I make this bigger, so you can see what's happening on the RSI, right? So right from here, it's been going. I mean, I could extend this to this point if we wanted to, but you can see it's downhill. It's downhill. It's downhill. Here, we haven't exceeded this point. at all. So it's like this is the main point, and we've been going down and down and down, and the price has been going up and up and up. So from here, you can see we've been going from this point, it's been going up and up and up and up and up. And I think even if you can move it to this point, because this is a you can even yeah, all from here, or actually from here. So we've been going up, 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 all through. Then we did a correction here. So there was a good correction here, had a good correction. And since then, we've been going up, 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 and up. So we don't seem to have in the near term, if I look at near term perspective from this point onwards, it's been up and up and up. So the only the only divergence we've got is this is also higher than that. So I think this is the reason why I think this might go up a little bit more because on the daily, we are yet to have that lower high RSI. So if we move it to the weekly chart and look at the weekly candle, this candle here, I think this candle is a controlling candle at the moment. I think we will end up probably going higher than that. I think we will probably exceed it, do a double top. Either we do a double top or we'll go slightly higher. So you can expect dominance maybe 65, or we'll do a 64, 65, 65.38, or we'll go slightly higher, which is maybe 66, something like that, before we correct, because this is the beginning of a new move. And although we've done three clear push-ups, it's left with a divergence on it, and this needs to go either double top with RSI being lower or go slightly higher with RSI being lower. So that's what I'll be looking for. I think a little bit more upside on dominance in the coming week, and then after that, potentially that's when you would get your proper collapse on dominance. So let's keep an eye on that one, and then let's move on to the next one. I want to do this as quickly as possible. Total three. So total three. Uh, what we can see on the weekly chart is we've done our kind of all these other falls. And if you were to draw lines through there, clearly we have broken. If I were to draw a line there, through there, and now we have broken through the tops. The falling is over, and now we're doing a retest. So I think, that area that I drew here will be an area of interest, this place. I think we can zip even to this point here. So, if we wanted to, we can move this to down here. We can zip to this point and then continue going up. So come to this point here around the 777 billion mark and then continue going up. I mean, if the pullback becomes serious, then you were looking at this wick being tested, this wick here being tested. I don't think we get that far, but we have to keep it in mind. I think we will test these tops again. This tops again becomes a retest, and then we can continue going very, very high. So that's what we're seeing on the crypto total market cap, excluding Bitcoin and ETH. Let's move on to the next one. This is the CME Bitcoin chart. Okay, so if we look at it from here perspective, they close quite positive. Okay, there's a bit of selling pressure at the top, but very strong volume. So I think next week maybe you say, okay, we come back a little bit, right? And then continue the journey. We can come into this zone next week. We can pull back into this zone next week. I don't really want to see price below here. We don't want to see price below 102,350. If the price goes below 103, closes, let's say close, a weekly close below 103,250, 103, 102,350, that would mean the trend is not intact, and you would tend to come down a little bit more and may come all the way back down here before maybe you start going up. So we need to watch that. I don't think that becomes a possibility. I think we'll just probably test the wick and continue to go up. So maybe 102, 103, 103, somewhere 103, maybe double bottom 102.5, something like that, maybe. And then we continue going up. It's a strong bullish chart. We're not done yet. There's plenty more levels to the upside on this. We're not done at all. So that's the CME chart. And if we go and compare the CME chart to the BlackRock IBIT chart, they had a very strong positive green candle again. And I think, again, we'll probably get a pullback. We'll get a little bit of a pullback, maybe to test these tops here. So test these tops here. And we're there around 59 zone, that 59 zone. And then we'll continue to go up again. This is strong volume. We're not done yet. Again, it will go up some more. We hopefully should go up some more on that one. So that's that one. And then let's look at the actual Bitcoin chart itself. So this is the Binance chart, and like I say, we're not done yet. There's more to the upside. The only way this is done is, you have, even if we close this candle closes green, red, I think we'll still have this being green and this likely to be green, or maybe this will be red and then this will be green, which suggests there's more upside, right? So, for example, like here, so you could get something like this, something like that here, and then we'll still go up some more here because the move is just only begun. This is the early part of the move here starting. Similarly to how here we started here, and then you have this candle here or this one here, something like that, and then you continue the journey. So there's more upside on this chart. There's more upside. Um, are we going to close the week in a red? I don't think so. I don't think so. Let's look at it from a daily perspective. However, if price goes below here, that will not be good. If we go below 99,757, that won't be great at all. Ideally, we should stay in this box for us to be still bullish. If I go on a daily chart, I think, this wick here from that zone to this zone becomes the area of interest for me. That becomes a real area of interest for me. I think we will come into this point. We could potentially come to this point, then send it up and go into the 120, 124, 125 zone, even all the way up to 130. We could go higher than that. So that's what I'm watching. If you go on the 4 hours currently, as you can see, we do have a pink candle here. So it's possible we exceed this pink candle, 106,846, most likely gets exceeded, I think. And this area becomes an area of interest, this zone here. So 106. So if I just move this to somewhere there, 106,583 becomes an area of interest, and then it continues to go up. If this candle closes at 6 o'clock, as it is now, if it closes like that, if it closes green with a green volume and green MACD, then it means we will be going up. When these candles show up, you should actually be looking for buying opportunities, especially when it's from the bottom. So you can see here, those who were buying on this candle did really well, and afterwards off it went. If you look at this one here, you can see those who bought off the back of this candle when it came back down did really well. So I do expect some move from off the back of this candle, either buying at the base or slightly lower, or buying actually here, which is the bottom part of it here. So here, there, and slightly lower is what I probably would be looking. If I was looking for entries, I'd be looking for those to buy. Yeah. So that's Bitcoin, and I think that's the video for Bitcoin at the moment, and some of the other pairs. And we'll do an altcoin video and post that one also later.